CEO of the Early Years Alliance, Neil Leitch. Good evening to you. Neil, let me ask you this. There's been calls for the government to increase their funding to childcare providers. Why aren't there calls for childcare providers just to reduce their costs?
We can't. It's as simple as that. It's not as if we are a sector that's running rife in terms of making profits. The reality is that we're struggling. We've seen thousands and thousands of providers go by the wayside in recent years. In fact, since the beginning of just this year, we've seen nearly 3,000 close their doors. Now, that tells you that this is not a sector that is flush with money. We pay some of the lowest wages in the country. I personally am almost singled out every year to sit in front of the Low Pay Commission and explain why that's the case. And the reason for all of this is, frankly, that we are grossly underfunded by government. We try and provide a service. They are our biggest customer. Government is our biggest customer, but they knowingly underfund us, and they knowingly allow us to have to make up the difference by charging parents who are not entitled to the so-called free childcare hours by charging extra for those hours. And that's why childcare in this country is so expensive. There is one other factor, just to say, Michelle, is that we are one of the most expensive because we invest less than most countries. In terms of our European counterparts, we invest about 50% as a percentage of GDP than they do. Therefore, don't be surprised that the costs are high.